everyone, welcome, I'm Zombie Kitty and welcome to another reaction video. So this is for a video called Twins. This came up on my recommended page a couple of days ago and I thought, this looks interesting. This is a Final Destination fan film. Now, Saw and Final Destination are my favourite horror franchises. I love Final Destination. The new one, Bloodlines, was brilliant. I will put my review in the video description down below. But I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And I've never seen a fan film based on this franchise before. So, yeah. This is by Thomas Thorogood. I apologise if I mispronounce your last name. But I'll put the video down in the description below. Obviously, this is Final Destination based on that franchise. So this might be gory. So just a warning before we get into this. Okay. It's balloons. Is Pennywise going to be here? This looks like the UK. Are they British?
So tell me, bro. What's eating you?
It is British. Yay! Oh, I like the music. Hang on, let me turn up. Please turn off the light when you leave. Okay, that's going to come back, yeah.
I had this vision. It was kind of hazy. But it showed me my death.
Oh, I like the light.
think.
Oh, that was cool.
And ever since I've been feeling this
Like that zoom out that always happens in the films.
presence. You ever come across the Somerset Maugham short story, The Appointment in Samara? No. A merchant in Baghdad sent his servant to market.
Okay.
Sometime later the servant returned, petrified, claiming that
No,
he
here
had
we
come
go.
face to face with death herself.
Her
Still
stuff. Okay,
trembling, he
interesting.
begged his master, the merchant, for a horse so that he could flee to Samara, where death would not find him. The merchant agreed.
Oh, I know the
Then the
story.
merchant went to market himself and confronted the figure of death. Why did you make a threatening gesture to my servant when you saw him this morning? Death replied,
It wasn't a threat.
that was not a threatening gesture. It was only a start of surprise. I was astonished to see him in
Because I was supposed to meet him
Baghdad,
somewhere else.
for I had an appointment with him tonight in Samara.
Yeah, I was supposed to meet him somewhere else.
Why would you tell me that? Bro, I'm sorry to put it bluntly, but if death really is coming for you, there is literally nothing you can do about it. So it's no use agonizing over it.
I mean, yeah, I get what he's saying, but this is also a Final Destination scenario. How did they not notice that?
To staying alive for as long as possible. To staying alive for as long as possible.
Which will be a few more seconds. Oh, that was nice. The balloons popping. I don't know how they popped though. Okay, what is this ultimately gonna... Whoa! That was cool! But what is this ultimately gonna do? Because that's kind of what you're waiting for now. Whoa, okay, he's going? Okay, interesting. Why is he going though? Hi, welcome back.
Cyanide. 200 milligrams. Enough to kill a man. Question is, what was it doing in your pocket? I can explain. Oh, boy, this is going to be good. You're
Oh,
not the
okay,
only
so
person
him
who saw a
telling the
vision of your
story...
death. I saw it too.
Yeah, him telling the story kind of makes sense.
At first I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. You're my brother.
Oh, is this going
the
into the
signs
theory
were
of like...
All I could do was
You
wait
know how twins
for death.
can like sense the same things or
take
feel the
you.
same things sometimes, or something like that.
Nothing happened. You just kept on living. And then it dawned on me. Death wanted me to do it. For what purpose, I can't possibly imagine.
Okay, I have a
But
lot to
know
say.
better than to mess with death.
Because I think I know what influenced you with this one.
I know, I hate myself for it. But it seemed like the only way to make it stop. I'm sorry. None of this makes any sense. We both thought death was coming for me, right? But it was actually coming for you.
Yeah, because the things swapped around.
We're genetically identical. Maybe death got us mixed up. And
Oh,
how are you still
that's
here?
clever.
You ingested a lethal dose of cyanide. It's like death can't decide what it wants.
It got confused.
Maybe it's waiting for something. Let me come with you.
I don't trust
Might
what
be a
happened in
work
the
thing.
attic though, because that hasn't. I don't think that's been resolved. Hi.
I hear this is where Cain works.
Oh my god.
And you must be his brother.
Cain and Abel.
Yeah. Hi, right. Well, there's no easy way to say this, but I'm Jacob. I'm your long lost brother. We got separated at birth. Wait. We're
Oh,
triplets.
that's why
Yeah.
it hasn't happened to them yet.
Now, I realise this is a lot to take in.
Did he get the vision as
but
well?
Is there any way I can get food? I am absolutely famished. Wait. What?
Yeah, hang
this
on.
is hard to explain, but we have reason to believe that you might be in danger. Imminent danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're all related
We'll
and.
come with you. Sure. We'll bond over a kebab, that sort of thing.
Okay. Are they all gonna get run over? Yeah! I knew that! I saw the road, I knew that was gonna happen. Yay! So apologies if you can hear my laptop fan, I've had to put it on charge. But yeah, that was awesome. That was great. They both looked the both ways as well before crossing. So that's on the bus at that point. Got hit by a bus though. Oh dear. I could see it coming, but even still, I didn't know when it was going to happen. That was cool though. I think the thing is with Final Destination is what you're looking out for is what the death's going to be, how is it going to happen, and the process of that. So like the domino effect of that. I think the domino effect worked well for the most part. There were a couple of things that I didn't understand how that happened, like the balloons popping and stuff outside. I didn't really understand how that happened, but I get it was to get their attention, to distract them when the table flipped over, which is the string wrapped around the table is what did it, flipped it round, which, yeah, is not realistic, but again, it is Final Destination. You can kind of get away with doing silly things like that. If it looks realistic enough, you can get away with that kind of thing. But I thought that was really well done, that worked really well. They kind of hit the beats that you're expecting with a Final Destination film, except what I liked about this is that they changed some things, they changed the format a bit, and they seem to take some ideas from the books, as well as the whole theory of, I was talking about it when we were watching it, there's that whole theory of, twins can sometimes sense what their other twin is feeling or thinking or something. It's like a weird sixth sense. Whether or not that's true, biologically true, I don't know, but there is that, sort of theory or myth or something. So I like that they brought that into this of like, yeah, you were the one that's on death's list, but I also saw that vision as well, even though I'm not on death's list. So that was really, really cool. And then the reveal that, oh, they're actually triplets. So that would explain why they were both fine, because it wasn't their time, but at the same time, you know how the endings of these films go, where, you know, some time will pass and then, oh, suddenly the rest, like all of the survivors have just randomly met up with each other, and now Death's going to get rid of all of them. So this fan film knew what beats and what things to include in it. The other thing I liked as well is that because they were twins, and it seemed like they were identical twins as well, is that Death, they said at one point, oh, Death got mixed up or confused. That's a really interesting idea. Like, Death thought, oh, it was that one who was on my list who cheated Death, when it was the other twin. That's a really interesting idea to bring into this as well, actually. So the other thing I was going to mention that I didn't mention when we were watching this is I feel like, I do wonder if he's read any of the Found Destination books, because one of them, which is my favourite, is Looks Could Kill. And the idea of that one, I can't remember if I've spoken about this on here or in my review of Bloodlines, but in that book, the story is that a supermodel gets a vision that their cruise ship is going to sink. They end up getting a visit. This is a very long story short. They end up getting a visit by Death himself. And what's interesting in this, they changed the gender to her, which is interesting. But in the book, she meets Death and says, look, you messed up my plans, but I can make this up to you. I will fix your injuries that you ended up getting from the sinking, but you've got to lead me to the people who cheated Death, who you saved. And it's that kind of thing. It's really, really interesting, but I feel like, did they get influenced by that book? That would be pretty cool. I would like to see more fan films that are more influenced by the books and like the graphic novel and stuff, because they do exist. I think it would be really cool if we saw more fan films based around them. That would be cool. But this was really clever. This was really interesting. It was cool to like take a very familiar formula and sort of twist it a bit and change things. Or to be like, well, we're going to give you that formula but put it in a really interesting scenario or a unique situation. So yeah, I really liked this. This was really cool. And plus the guy's British, which is cool. The moment the opening couple shots happened, I was like, this looks like the UK. And the moment he opened his mouth, I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that he's based in the UK as well. But this was called Twins. This is a Final Destination fan film. So this is by Thomas Thorogood. I apologise again if I've mispronounced your last name, but I will put the link to the video in the description down below. I'll also put the non-spoiler review of Bloodlines that I did in the description below as well. So yeah, but I really enjoyed this. I thought this was great. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!